All right, so for the warm up for today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out the wrists and stuff, forearms and stuff first. After the last couple of days, we've had some grippy stuff. So we're gonna start with the hands planted on the floor, about a forearm's distance apart, and you're gonna try and rotate your elbow pits as much as possible. Okay, so you should feel that stretch all the way from the wrist to the shoulders. Then you can rock back and forth, gently back and forth. Then from here, you can bring the hands closer to each other and closer to your knees and do the same thing. Start with rotating as much as you can, and then gently rocking back and forth. And then from here, bring your fingertips out to the sides and gently rock side to side. Fingertips back towards the knees. If this is a good enough stretch, stay here. Otherwise, bring your heels back or your hips back towards your heels. You can lace your fingers, rolling through the wrists. You can put the back sides of the hands down on the ground. I'm going to put my fingertips towards each other first, and from here, I'm going to gently rock side to side. I'm going to try to rotate here. Fingertips back towards the knees. Again, I'm going to rotate my elbows as much as possible. And then fingertips out in front. Try to bring the elbows or the backs of the hands down to the ground. Okay. After that, you can do some eyes, Y's, and T's. If you have a band, excellent. You're going to grab the band, start straight up overhead, pulling out and down. If you don't have a band, you can just do this without anything as well. Think about squeezing the shoulder blades, really squeezing all these back muscles here when you get to the bottom. So you're going to do 10 of those. The Y's are at a 45-degree angle. Same thing. Okay. And then out in front, palms up. Same thing. Okay. So again, if you don't have a band, you're still doing that same thing, squeezing the shoulder blades together behind you, okay? After that, you can do some shoulder walks. You're just kicking opposite foot to the opposite hand. You can do it in place. You can walk, totally fine. Then we got some pass-throughs. So I'm gonna use my band for that today. You can use a broomstick, you can use PVC pipe, you can use anything that you have. I'm just gonna go all the way down and back in front. Okay, so I'm just going back and forth here, stretching out the shoulders, pulling the band apart as I'm going overhead. Okay. Then we've got some butt kickers. So literally all you're gonna do is you're gonna stand in place and you're gonna try to pick those heels up as high as you can. Okay. High knees are very similar. You're just gonna bring your knees up as high as you can in front. 10 of each of those. And then good mornings. So for my good mornings, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use my band. I'm gonna stand on each end of the band here. I'm gonna put the band on the shoulders and I'm gonna do my good mornings like this, okay? So for the good morning, we're gonna think about hinging the hips back, torso leans forward. Okay, so keeping the back nice and flat and nice and straight. 10 of those, okay? So go through that 3 times and that is all.